Last Grasp. So, yeah, I would see this in the Last Grasp deck. But besides that, I'm iffy on it. Besides that Pacific situation, I do like that it's a common card. I do think the Magica and the, it's starting off, like, if you just have to play this directly from hand, it's not an unusable card. It starts off with 3 attack, 3 health. You play it out there freely, but I don't feel like you're gonna play this ever without having something to sacrifice. It will just be really risky to play this in anything you don't want to sacrifice. Like, you just have to be so purposely full, which is fine. Like I said, there's nothing wrong about having a card that's really, really specific on what it does. Its effect on gaining its power is not the greatest in the world because it gains a power, it could be removed, it could be silenced after that fact. Its power comes from the fact that it could force a sacrification of another creature. That's where the power comes from, okay? Okay, let's keep on going. I've seen this. Maybe I've seen this on Twitter. I don't know where the hell I saw this at, but I saw this one. Oh, maybe it was on the website? Probably was on like the official website for the game or something like that. Okay, it's a guard and it heals a creature. I like this because this card is 0. So yeah, summon this and you get this. So I would probably add this to certain decks because I like the idea of 2 cards for the price of 1. And especially when it gives you a 0 cost card that heals. We don't do a lot of healing in this game, but I could see the value in this. And being a 2/6 guard is not bad. There's, like, Ring of, Mighty. There's plenty of ways to power this up, so I think it's okay. If this didn't have guard, I would not like this at all. Really wouldn't. This guy looks like he is shining his butt off. Knight of the Order. Summon. Silence all other creatures in this lane. I've been saying that there needs to be some type of mass paralyze, so cool. I mean, there's already cards that do it. That summon and shackle. Well, not cards. It's a card. Let's be realistic here. I don't remember its name, but we will find it right now. And we'll compare its effect to red. Summon, silence, and shackle all enemy creatures in the day. So the silence part's great. Usually what people use this for is a shackle because of the fact it stops the opponents from winning or, going ham. Especially in scouts back in the day when scouts didn't really have as many removal options unless they're already playing heavily into, curses. And this is like, I'm even talking like before, like, dragons were here. Like, SharePoint Dragon, which has become one of the staples with, scout decks. It's just really what it is. It's just like a really good staple card, especially with Vitality card. Drain Vitality out there, so SharePoint Dragon. But before that, red was such a useful card to hold things down. So now let's compare that red to a vastly cheaper card. And will this card be played? Alright, 4 Magica, summon, silence all other creatures in lane. So this is better than that Prophecy silence creature because it's the same, what is that creature called? It's a spirit as well, if I'm correct. That's how, a Curse Spirit, Curse Spirit, Prophecy, summon, silence another creature. So same stats, 4/2/2. This is a Prophecy, so Prophecy is a good Prophecy, but how much time do you need a Prophecy silence? And are you really going to be that lucky to get a Prophecy silence right when you need it? Probably not. Odds are no. So that's why I don't think this card gets played all that much, right? If there was a mechanic out there that when you silence a creature, you gain something else. Like every time you silence a creature, you gain a health or some other mechanic like that, you would see this card getting played more. But now talking about this card along with this new card right here, I will say this is playable as long as you're not worried about your own creatures getting silenced. Like, there's definitely decks out there that you're going to want to put this in. And now this is going to make me be able to play some cards I wanted to play, but I'm just not willing to play that much. Neither order will finally allow me to play the way I personally want to play with Corrupted Shade. Personally want to play with where is he? Imprisoned Death Lord. Like, you know, those type of cards. Because remember, if you guys watch me throughout yet, I hate the concept of silence your own creatures using stuff like suppress. You know, using the perspec, you know, like using these cards. I've never liked the concept of it. You can win. Don't get me wrong. I've lost to these decks. I've lost to people doing this way. I just never liked the idea of it. I just don't like the idea of having to wait till you get a silence and silence your own creature to make that creature the best it possibly can be to hit face. Because there's so many decks out there that play ways to hold you down, guards, or like, you know, or you silence your creature, then next turn, next you know, your opponent plays a harpy and shackles you. Then you play another silence just to, so it can attack. So I never liked that concept, but a mass silence where it ignores the target, you don't have to target, it's just like, well, I get a 2/2 out of the field, boom, it works out. You know, it's definitely going to work out for people playing cards like Catapult Siege. You know, that's the way I see this card coming in. It's going to get me to play these cards that I normally wouldn't play because I just didn't like how the mechanic for silence multiple creatures was working before, because like I said, it's mostly aimed at your opponent's creatures. Now you can target your own creatures. Well, you don't target, it just goes at will at everything. So I think it's going to be a good card for the right type of deck, like most things anyways. But bam, let's keep going. The Gatekeeper. That dude looks like he's not going to let anybody pass any gate he doesn't want. He looks like a badass. Alright, guard. Only one creature in this lane can attack each turn. And he has a badass effect. Cool effect. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm not sure. Unique at that. I'm not sure how much play it's going to get, but it could help control some situations for sure. Definitely can. The cost is good for the stats and the effect. So I think it's a playable card. And it's unique. So because it's unique doesn't make it, makes it actually okay. I think it makes it okay. I mean, yeah, only one creature can attack each turn, you know, in this lane. The whole thing with that is it affects you as well, but you would make a deck where you could play around this and make it help you out anyways. And on top of that, you could like make copies of this using double ganger, you know, so on and so forth, to bog down both lanes, slow things down. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try this out. Alright, let's see. Dark Seducer. Oh, I played this card. Yeah, I got to play this card before. Dark Seducer drains on both turns. I didn't like this card. This card is pretty bad for me. When I got to play with it, I did not have a good time with it. Yeah. I did not have a good time with it. Alright, let's see the dual attribute. What is this? Alright. High Elf, 3/5 guard to the knight. Okay. Your opponent cannot target other friendly creatures with actions. Okay. 3/5 guard. It is fine to have this. Good defensive card. Damn, sometimes I really just confuse myself. You gain a ward? What does that mean? It already has ward. Its keyword is ward, so you summon it, it has ward. If I gain a ward, does that mean that I have an extra ward? Or does that mean that I have a, it doesn't say I have a, does it mean I have a, it doesn't say I could give ward to another creature. Because if this gains a ward, you could attack once, you know, kill a creature that's 2/2, gain ward again, attack another. This becomes a 6/6 card. In my brain, that's how I look at the value proposition, right? I go attack, deal 2 damage. My opponent could attack me, break my ward, I gain another ward, and attack again, deal 2 damage. You know? Now, my opponent could kill me. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I have to try it. Why am I even bother guessing? Like I fuck know. Could be completely wrong. Could be completely damn wrong. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get some water. Alright, I'm right back. And yeah, I just had to clear my throat. I really did. Okay, let's continue. Alright, Ring of Lordship. Your creatures with the same type of... Your creatures with the same type as the wielder's costs. Okay. Okay, so epic, you have 3 of these. I like this. As a 1 magical cost reduction, I think this is a cool little item right here. I will try it out in some item decks. Given +2 is not bad. If you could power this item up with different, you know, there's a bunch of different ways to power up items. You can give it other keywords. You can make it stronger with Master Swordsmith. So, and reducing the cost of my other cards could be super useful. Being able to reduce the cost of Master of Arms will be super useful as well, along with many other cards. Like I don't only see this working out in like that type of deck, but you know, there's just like so many of the cards you could run. Like I could even see this be working out quite well in the aggro deck at that. It's gonna work out quite well in the decks I hate the most. One in favor. If you guys don't know what my most hated card in this game, it's not even the card, it's the mechanic. I just absolutely hate this mechanic. I'll share it for those of you who are still watching this. Right, watch it till the end if you made it this fucking far. Swingers Market. I hate this mechanic. I've hated it since it came out. I just don't like it. I like how some people really hate item decks, or you know, item slay decks where you can just stand there and watch your opponent do a million things. I just hate the fact that I can't get a prophecy card that could remove a support. And until there's a prophecy card in the game that could remove support, I hate this card. Because it's just like, if your opponent just happens to, even if you thought you're winning, you think you're doing okay, if your opponent could just put everything from their hand, have enough, you know, cards to take things back to their hand, to draw cards, if they just have the ability to use close call, then they could play the card back again, they could draw another card. If things are just right for them, they could just boom, 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 damage, 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 damage. And if I just don't get, if I don't have a removal from, or they could just play, you know, they could place one of those markers from hand, and I've lost like that. It's just like there's nothing I could do until there is a removal prophecy card. Maybe there is now. Let's see. Maybe I'm just out of touch, and maybe there has been one in a monthly reward, so I guess I gotta look, but I doubt it. Wow, look at this. Summon. If the top card of your deck is boom, +2 war, drain, lethal, or +2 health. Too bad it's not a card that's all the attributes. Like, I'm just like, you know, that'd be kind of badass. This seems like a bad card, but maybe I'm not looking at it correctly.